Hey YouTube, what's up? Thanks for stopping by the channel. Thanks for clicking play today. Today we are starting day 2. We got our gear on here at Ron Fellows Performance School. The Corvette owners here, we have our Z06s. We're gonna head over. We're gonna do the Autocross today. That's where we're gonna start. Never done Autocross before, so I'm gonna kind of see how that goes today. I'm a little sore from yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. My neck's a little sore. Of course, I wasn't smart and did traps and back at the gym on Sunday before heading out here, but a little sore from yesterday. It's more physical than I thought it was going to be. So hopefully we can get some classroom time today, get our scores or get our times better. They're going to go over some coaching with us and we'll go from there. So hang with us, guys. Here we go. All right, so strapped into the car here. Autocross is first for us today, and then we're going to hit the track, and then we do some classroom time. I think they do, or at least they said they do, the PDR footage from yesterday. I don't know if they're going to pull it from this morning. That'd be nice since we have class later today, so that way they can look over your lines and stuff. I've definitely got some work to do, guys. Like, this ain't drag racing. It's fun though. I think I have a new addiction for sure, and I've got the car to do it in. So, but working today on getting our times down. They said try to drop your times, you know, each time you go out. We're supposedly going to get 3 sessions today, so try to kind of work to that so we can get some competitive times in it. But they're also telling you, hey, focus on your lines, focus on being smooth, focus on, you know, getting in and out of the turns correctly, you know, finding your turn-in cones, finding your apex, getting as close to the apex as you can, getting a good run out, using all of the track, all the cool stuff. So I'm learning a lot. It's been a blast. It's so much fun. I'm tired, I'm sore, but this is so great. I can't tell you how much fun this is. If you get a chance to do this, even if you don't have a car that you bought from GM, you got to come out and do this. This car is, or this class is absolutely awesome.
And then we want to get that car completely stopped off in the stop box. Perfect. Your first run here with a 35.75. Let's go to the back of the line. All right, David, make sure to hit start recording on your PDR, and whenever you're ready, go for it. All right, get prepared for that left. Start on the outside of the corner first, then bringing it down on the inside. Eric, go ahead and go up to the start line for me. As you take this right, same thing. Stay on the outside, bring it on down tightly to the right. Good job. Set up for the left. And bringing it into the left side here. Perfect. Get prepared for a right corner. And getting the car fully stopped in the stop box. All right, first run with a 36.72. Let's go to the back of the line.
Not bad. You can get the tail out on this pretty easy.
All right, Eric, start that video. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
In this autocross, you can get the tail out pretty easy.
All right, first corner is going to be a left. And David, whenever you're ready, go for it. Nicely done, David. We cut 2 seconds off your previous run with a 34.72. Let's go to the back line. Nice job.
Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, Eric, whenever you're ready, send it. Little brake for this, just light. All right, come off and right to the edge. Just feather off the throttle here. Kind of on and off if you need to. Firm brake for this last spell. All right, now as we set up for the right, you can do a little throttle steer. So mid-corner right there, lift, and then roll back to power. Go. Firm brakes. Perfect. Nice job. We cut 0.3 of a second off your previous run. 34.44 on this one. All right, David, send it. All right, brake, slow release, keep the car front stable. Roll to a little power now. Good. Little brake here. Set up for that right. Again, lift off the brake. Now power. Go. Light brake for the left. All right, right through this section, you don't need brake. Just kind of on and off the throttle if you have to. Firm brake for this left, though. Good. Smooth release. Roll into that power. Stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. Light lift. Let the car turn, and then go back on it. Firm brakes. All right, not too bad, actually. Your last one was a little quicker by about a 10. 34.88 on this run. All right, Eric, whenever you're ready, go for it.
It's 30 seconds.
All right, Joe, up to the start.
It's 30 seconds.
Light brake,
30
slow
seconds.
release.
All right, so we just finished up the autocross practice runs. I guess we get more runs in the afternoon. That's a lot of fun. That's almost as much fun as the track. I'm not even gonna kid you. This is so great. They're changing us over to radio station, or they're changing the radios over the frequencies for the next group that's next to us, and we're gonna hit the track now to do our track times this morning. But that autocross was about as much fun as the track. I gotta find some autocross stuff locally, because you can really do this without banging up your car pretty bad. I know there's a lot of Miatas and stuff out there that do that, but that was so much fun. Hang there, guys. We're doing so good. This is going to be an awesome day. So the first morning session is in. We picked up quite a bit of time from yesterday on our track runs. Now we're going to do our second session. It's we just did our review with our instructors for the PDR review, and we're going to be doing launch control now. And we're going to be going back on the track for our second session. I think there's 3 total, and then we're going to do lunch, etc., etc. But we're headed back out. We'll get you some more footage of that. Again, lots of driving, long day, learning stuff, getting better. Hopefully getting those times down today. Catch you in a minute. All right, so we're over here doing launch control, something I have done before. We're on one of the alternate tracks over here, doing it on one of those straightaways. They're doing the video overlay time, so I'm actually kind of curious what the PDR is going to pick up versus what the dash timer says. So we'll check that out here in a little bit. I'm not going to bore you guys with, I'll just do one launch control video, and then we should get some more track time.
100% on the brake, 100% on the accelerator. Let off the brake, down, down. Good job. Over that left side. Tony, come on up.
So did you have the 0 to 60 up there before?
Nope.
No? Alright, we'll keep that up there this time.
Alrighty.
Alright. And then so hold the brake firm on motion. So a little bit of wheel spin on that. And the dash is reading 3.3. Yeah, I definitely felt the wheel spin on it, a little bit of a fog.
Pull back both, release one, pull back in. Now you can launch whatever RPM. Alright, good job there. Tony, come on up.
Alright, so launch control is done. We're going to do a radio check, and then we're going on back out on the track for session 2 hopefully to get better times. I mean, I guess that's the goal. Every time you get a better driver when you're here. Some of these big folks.
All right, Eric, you still got me? Okay, Brandon, you got me still? Okay, and David, you got me back there? Cool. Go ahead and roll up those windows, guys.
Like I was saying, I guess, you know, you can tell some of these folks have done this before because they're dropping some serious lap times. We're getting there. We're getting better every time. I think we're going to do lunch after this, and then we get one more session after that.
All right, let's go ahead and start with our warm-up lap first.
All right, warm-up lap. Here we go.
So for the warm-up lap, once we get out here, we're going to try to get that car into 4th gear. And then we're just going to taxi around nice and easy, complete lap in 4th, put some heat in the car and into the tires.
Man, it is beautiful out here.
Cars should allow you to get to 4th gear right about here as we're fully entered on track. Now, a few reminders I want to take care of before we get rolling here. Get nice and close to those blue turning cones, okay? They initiate your corner. They let you know when your corner begins and starts. You don't need to be on the curb, but you do want to get nice and close to them. Now, tall orange cones, these are your apex cones. These are the ones we are focusing on getting our tires to touch down to the curb. It is just in front of the orange cone, so keep that in mind. It's not the whole curb we're talking about, just that curbing kind of right in front of that orange cone. Again, a few other cones we got out here, pink and white, that's a near apex, 2 to 3 feet away from. And then your brake cone is obviously going to be brakes, there's no question about that. But also treat it like a near apex. You know, put the car about 2 to 3 feet away from that one as well. Now between groups, David and Eric, let's make sure our spacing is good, 5 to 7 cars apart from each other. This morning, or actually I should say all day, the photographers are going to be taking pictures of you all, and if you are too close to each other, guess whose picture you're going to ruin. So again, make sure spacing is good, and that way he can capture each one of you. Each one of you will have a moment behind the instructors, so don't worry about that when you're in the back. Just kind of make sure your spacing's good. Another helpful tip for your pictures, try to keep those hands at 9 and 3, even through the corners. If the hands are a little high, sometimes they block your face. So you want to get good pictures. Again, that's another one. Just try to keep the hands in the right position. All right, Brandon, we're going to slowly start building up that pace. This will be at your pace, okay? Let's make sure we get comfortable with the car. Focus on our driving here. All right, 4th gear here on your straightaway. As we enter turn one, nice and firm up on the brakes for that number 4. 3rd gear, slow release off that brake. Let the car turn in, roll to power, 4th gear now. Good, stay on the left side here, it's a late turn in. Number 4, one downshift to 3rd gear. Again, you want to practice the footwork with a slow release off the brakes. Try not to overslow the corners. Let's get back over to the left near that brake cone. And place the car mid-corner here, looking left for that apex. Try to get a little tighter onto that apex in the bowl. Just got to look a little more to the left. To that left side, stay close to this blue turning cone and then bring it into the middle lane. 2nd gear here. Again, turn in late for that apex. Get the car pointed. Not bad, you just got to transfer just a little more on the degree of steering. 3rd gear on the exit of the corner here. Alright everyone, we are going to go around one more time, fellas. A little early on that blue turning cone, Brandon. And Eric, in the back of the pack there, a little early for your blue turning cone for turn 10 as well. So again, I can still see you when you guys go wide on the corners. Alright, Brandon, make sure we're in 4th gear now as we go up into turn 2. To the brakes at that number 4. Slow release off the brakes. Keep some weight on the front of the car. Get her pointed. And over to the left. So you're not bad. You're a few inches off that apex, but I feel like you can get a little closer to them. Again, try to get a few inches of the curb. There you go. We're closing in on it. Much better. We should be all in 3rd gear at this point throughout the group. And then Brandon, as we get into turn 8 here, again, set up all the way on that left side, downshift to 2nd gear, middle lane. Now it looks like an extra change. We might be missing that blue turning cone. Alright, and as we get up to the straightaway, we're going to bring it up to 4th gear. Which is giving you that wide exit. Alright, top of the hill here, Brandon. You should be in 4th gear for me. And 3rd gear as we enter turn 3. I want you to get a little tighter to this apex. Bring it in, turn more. Perfect, there you go. You got all the way to the curve that time. That's what I was looking for. Solid job there. Alright, middle lane here. Don't go high. Yeah, nice job. That was within a few inches off that curbing. Looking good, Brandon. Now set up for that blue turning cone and quick transition to the right. Turn it. Just got to be a little bit earlier to that draw on the right side. Middle. Look to the right. Think of it as like parking a stall, in your car in a stall. Turn more. Yeah, that's not bad. Same thing there. A few inches off. That's big improvement. Alright, when we get it to the straightaway, I'm going to slow down. Go ahead and shift the car up to 4th gear. I'm going to kind of gather up our group here. And then, Brandon, go ahead and move on over to the right. You're going to fall to the back of the pack behind Ceramic number 40. David and Eric, stay on the left side. Perfect. And then we'll get a rotation, and then I'll start picking up the pace. So once everybody's all together here. Solid job. Alright, as we get into turn 3, David, let me give it a little break. Downshift to 3rd gear for me. Alright, and we're going to shift up to 4th. Good job, nice and firm. Now, when you cross over to the left there on this straightaway, you're making that transition happen very quick. We just got to go slow with the steering and get a little closer to the pink and white. Alright, middle lane, looking to the left here, David. Perfect. We're always visually scanning for our apexes and turn-ins. Now here, set up late for this and then quick to the right. As we get into turn 8, one downshift to 2nd gear for me. Middle lane. Wait for it, turn in late, get her turned. Good job. 3rd gear here. Again, nice and firm to the brakes with that 2. Be patient with that blue turning cone. That one goes for you, Eric. You gotta be a little smoother on that turn in there. Downshift, David, 3rd gear. Stay all the way left, for this is a late turn in. Alright, nice and firm, one downshift to 3rd. Same thing here, little balance, bring it in. You gotta turn. Unwind and get over to the left. So try to get a little closer to that brake cone and stay in the middle lane only for the pull. middle lane, and then try to touch down all the way into the curbing. You're so close. There it is. Bam. Good job. Third gear on that exit. Alright, so right there, David, you just gotta turn the steering wheel a little more in that blue turning cone to get that negotiated. Tell us we are going to go around one more time. That's for Eric and Brandon. We are going to go around one more time. Now, David, I'm going to slow down the bowl for you when we get to that section, okay?
Okay.
All right, now here, try to get all the way into that curbing. And then when we unwind, open it up. Come over to the left. Left, 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 left. Get close to the brake. And then middle lane. See where I'm in the middle? Look left. Good. Turn down. Nice and smooth. Make it a nice transition. There you go. That was perfect. Nice job. All right, that's where I needed to see the biggest improvement, and you did it, so nice job. All right, big heads up, David, when we get to the straightaway. I'm going to gather up our group one more time. And then we'll do another rotation here in a moment once we're all together. I'm going to go ahead and slow down. Now, this exit, turn 10, that's the most important one right there. So we just got to smoothen that out. I'm kind of seeing you turn in late as far as the middle of the corner. Let's go to the right. And Eric and Brandon, stay on the left. David, you're going to fall to the back of the pack behind white number 35, okay? Everybody else come on up behind me. Perfect. Fall to the back of the pack there, David. Perfect. All right, we'll start building up that pace. As we get into turn 1, Eric, let's give it a downshift to third gear. All right, shift up to fourth gear now. For turn 3. And let's get close up to that brake cone. Good. Put it right in the middle of this corner here. That's turn 4. Everyone should be in third gear. Now second gear for turn 8 here. Middle lane, be patient, don't go too wide. You gotta turn in a little later for that one, Eric. That was a nice smooth unwind. Now be patient with this blue turning cone here. That's one that was sticking out when we were driving on the straightaway here. There you go. Nice job. Fourth gear on your straightaway. Brakes to that fourth, downshift to third, and nice and smooth steering input. Fourth gear on your exit there. Nice and firm to the brakes at the fourth, one downshift to third. Nicely done. Visually scan, looking to the left here. Don't go too high. When you go higher in the bowl, it makes it really hard to get down to that apex. You got to put down a lot more steering. So try to keep it right in the middle as you're in the bowl. All right, second gear right here. Got to turn in later. And try not to jump to that throttle too soon. You're pushing right off of your apex. Alright, so as we come back around, I'm going to kind of point out turn 8 for you just a little one, we are in 4th gear. Nice and smooth, come all the way to that curbing. Want to hear that rumble strip. Alright, middle lane, looking left. Now turn 8 is going to be the one I'm going to slow down for you a little bit. And actually at the top of this hill, we're missing that turn in. So once you clip that first apex, set up late to the left. You see that blue turning cone on the left? That's the one we're missing. Alright, now as we get into turn 8, I'm going to slow down a little more here. Follow me. We're going to bring you to the middle. Think of this as parking the car in a stall. Parking stall, right? Turn it. Perfect, there you go. That time around you did it. 3rd gear. Alright, when we get up to the straightaway, we're going to gather up our group. I'm going to slow down the pace. Let's shift up to 4th gear. Keep the car in 4th gear, everyone. Let's just work on cooling off the cars. See, and don't worry about shifting this last lap. I just want to kind of have you focus on the technique. Another technique I would like to see you practice on is the brakes. As we're going slow, that very light braking, and see if you can get it all the way through at least 80% of the corner without slowing you down too much. You saw my brake lights there, and again, this is a good time to practice. Technically a skill we don't get to use on the street very much. When it is time for you to hit the brakes, again, try to practice those light and long brakes. Alright, fellas, make sure spacing is good. He's going to get this last minute pictures here. Nice big smiles, everyone. Alright, top of the hill, I'm going to slow down even more. Kind of regather everybody up, and then we'll get our left blinkers on so we can go ahead and exit. Alright, nice job.
All right, YouTube, that's it, man. Day 2 in the books. Ron Fellows, the class was done. We'll go over our times. I've got a video coming for that. Brandon's times, my times. I had some technical difficulties today. I'll tell you all about. That's a whole nother video as well. But it's been a wonderful experience. I can't tell you how awesome these folks are, how professional these folks are, how fast these folks are. So a lot of these people, I was kind of talking with them at lunch today, and a lot of them have been racing since they were in their teens. They're in their 30s and 40s. One guy had been racing professionally, for 20 years, and now he works here. But all of these drivers are pros. They're absolutely awesome. This course is no joke. It's very technical. It's very fast. Front straight. You can get into the 130s if you catch 10 turn right, or turn the number 10 turn coming out. If you set that up right, you can catch 130s on that front straight, hard on the brakes into turn 1. I mean, it's awesome. Okay, guys, it's really amazing. I had no idea what this car was capable of. No idea. I mean, I am more of a believer in this car now. Justin, you've done it. The Paragon folks, obviously, you've done it. And a lot of you guys that are subscribers to the channel or subscribers to Justin's channel have done this course and understand the capabilities of this car. You will never on the street get to the point where you reach the limit of this car. You are able to do it in some of the PTM modes for the traction management on the track here. I did get the rear end out a couple times, but the PTM is so good, it catches it and pulls it right back in for you. You know, I was full out, 90 miles an hour, third gear, going around one of the turns, getting ready to set up for one of the long, slow turns, and, the back end jumped out a little bit. I felt it. I was like, what was that? And then I was talking to the instructor. She said, the PTM probably kicked in, and we were looking at the PDR footage. Sure enough, it did. And that's one of the things they do here, too, while they're teaching you, right? Not only are they showing you on the track, you're doing lead follow laps most of the time, and they're, setting up your lines. They can see you. They're incredible. They're watching you in the rearview mirror while they're putting down laps faster than you could ever do it. They're incredible. But looking over the PDR footage, where they're able to look at things and say, okay, you see what you did here, because it's got turn in angle, it's got throttle, it's got brake, it's got all the data on it. And you guys saw that in the lap videos that I posted. But that's one of the ways they teach you, and it's awesome because it's like, you're getting this feedback in real time. Again, the video's coming for the lap time videos for who's the winner. But I'm going to tell you, the first session to the second session, I cut 7 seconds off my time. That's an eternity on a track, and I did that here in one session just from the coaching and the feedback I was getting from the instructors. I've never done anything like this, especially with a car at this level. Mostly done some drag racing, early on I did maybe some autocross with Mustang stuff, but like this level racing where you're out there on a 1.5 mile track and just tearing it up, I've never done that before, and I'm hooked. I love it. This is awesome, guys. Thanks for being with us these last 2 days, guys. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for following along with our series here as we go. And we've got one more video that we're going to get out of this Ron Fellows visit, which is going to be the times video that we called out Paragon Performance. We're going to see who ran the faster times. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. If you haven't already, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Help us grow this channel. Help us keep bringing you good content like this, so we can go to these places like Ron Fellows and NCM, and go to these parks and bring you this data and let you kind of live this experiences through us if you haven't already. And if you've already done these, then maybe some fond memories, some warm and fuzzies pop back up because you kind of remember your time at these places. But help us out, help us grow this channel. We really appreciate all the support. There were some subscribers here that we met from both our channel, from Justin as well, from Horsepower Obsessed, and it was great. We love meeting people. So if you're ever at one of these events and you see one of us, stop up and say, hey, we love that, okay, guys? But thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for just following along through this. We've got the supercar, the Ferrari 488 GTB review with the Z06 and the Z07 package coming tomorrow. We're going to do that, and that video will come out later. But thanks again, guys. Hang in there. We love when you guys follow along with us, and be safe.